Hello, friends and neighbors. Stay a while and listen as we journey ever deeper into the dark forest. When last we met, the Viceroy had led his expedition to the Forbidden Spire, and although the challenge seemed insurmountable, their concerns were quite unfounded. While celebrating their victory over a mug of ale in the tavern, a letter arrives from an Obsidian Loremaster. He must have heard news of our successes in the Forbidden Glades, as his request is to confront two more, and as recompense, he will deliver 20 vegetables and 10 planks for every settlement hereafter. The challenge should not be underestimated. We will be plunging deeper into the forest than we have ever gone before. The encampment will be corrupted with blight rot, and goods are scarcer than before. Even so, a group of frogs boldly take up the cause. Their familiarities with the Rocky Ravines and courage brought through victory at the Spire, as well as a swig of ale, fill them with fortitude. One hopes it is not hubris, instead, as they set out towards the Obsidian Way. As we set up the hearth, a message arrives. The Queen has granted clemency as we pursue this important quest. The forest is less gracious as its storms obscure us from her sight. The storm damages our hearth, making it vulnerable to corruption, and we must make haste to build housing and coats and boots in the face of the unrelenting storm. To make matters even worse, the storm blights us from above. Already some grow concerned that we plunged too deep, too quickly. Principus Crockwell, the Obsidian Way's firekeeper, makes his report. Seamorrow immediately resolves our fuel problems, giving us exactly what we need to combat the incoming blight. Fish and insects will keep our bellies full for now. The frogs scout out a supplier, which leads us to a forbidden glade, while the humans scout a patch of fertile soil, leading us to another. Crockwell leads the people in a small prayer, beseeching the gods for grace, before sending them to their work. This glade has potential, but does not raise a cry of joy. More Seamorrow seals our quest for fuel, and copper may be turned to bars for something. A large wheat field cannot be used unless by good fortune, and the promised supplier sits in ruins, and with nothing to feed it, it may stay that way. A cache with copper, cloth, and parts certainly does no harm, and we've dealt with lurkers before, and with our abundance of stone, we'll make short work of this one too. The Queen's envoy arrives, gifting us with steel pickaxes, tripling our stone production. The Queen's orders align neatly with our plans, and in short order, the population of the Obsidian Way is set to almost double. A workshop secures brick production for building materials and frog housing. The clothier's building material recipe can't be ignored, and salt from the brine works will give the frogs paste. As we enter the first storm, the mood of the Obsidian Way is cautious optimism. A group of lizards have joined us, and building material production is running smoothly, good fortune did in fact smile on us with a forager's camp, as well as a smelter. Soon the colony will be marked by the sound of clanking metal and the smell of pie. And we haven't forgotten our quest. The path is well laid, and next year we will face the Forbidden Glade. The glade is defended by a fishman soothsayer who threatens us with blood sorcery. This is no threat to us, and with our abundance of stone, we will capture the beast easily. Far more concerning is the hostility of the forest. Our quick expansions have not gone unnoticed, so we must act quickly to ensure the safety of our people. The Queen's envoy is quite a boon. Reckless plunder doubles the prize of cachets, which will shower us with goods. In the meantime, we carve a path to the second glade, victory in our sights. The soothsayer has been captured and sent to the citadel, the cachets empty, and a brineworks prepared. A second hearth abates the forest's hostility. Truthfully, our main concern will be satisfying our citizens too quickly. And so, we must tolerate their grumbling as goods are withheld from them. We're here on a mission, and if that be the cost, so be it. A Fishman lighthouse. A debate breaks out in the colony. Cleanse it and keep it, or burn it to the ground. We're already practically swimming in marrow, and keeping it would anger not just the forest, but the Queen. No, we'll use our marrow to burn it down in honor of Her Majesty. The lighthouse burned down and all restrictions removed, the citizens of the Obsidian Way rejoice. Principus Croakswell leads a prayer around the hearth. The Queen herself rewards our rituals and so declares our mission complete. The Obsidian Loremaster grips the Viceroy's hand and weeps in gratitude. Tonight, they celebrate their triumph. Tomorrow, they renew their trek into the dark forest. Hey guys, if you've made it here, bless you for watching, bless you for participating. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. I'm enjoying doing it. This one was a bit stressful. It was a real jump up in difficulty. We skipped from Pioneer right to Viceroy difficulty. For this one, we skipped through Veteran. I think I'd like to step back down to Veteran, especially because I'd really like to start carving through these question marks. Like, I want to take a bit of a winding path. I don't want to just go, like, straight to the seal. Because look how much time we have, right? We still have 75 years. Like, it's a ton of time. And the thing I'm most worried about are seal fragments. Like, nothing would break my heart more than, like, getting up here and just being, like, one short. You know what I mean? So, I think I'd like to go down in this direction. If you have any feedback on where we should go, please put it in the chat. I'm completely open, right? There's the Bamboo Flats. Here's the Scarlet Orchid. Here's the Marshlands. Let's see what our makeup is. The most powerful group is the beavers and the frogs. Yeah, beavers and frogs with 2 extra villagers. So we would start with 11 citizens. So beavers and frogs
I think it is. And beavers and frogs pretty much go anywhere, really. The Scarlet Orchid is good for them. Bamboo Flats would be like a farming game, which we haven't done. Marshlands is not the best for that combination, I think. That's more like Lizard's Harpy territory you want to send in there. I definitely don't want to go to the Rocky Ravine. We've done 3 Rocky Ravine games. Enough Rocky Ravine games. So I think it's Bamboo Flats or Scarlet Orchid. And if you guys like really are like marshlands, we can do marshlands. But I think that's sort of the choice, because then we're going to get into question marks, and then the question, and I also think it's just more interesting. I think there's just more texture. I just think it's a better story if we go in. And sure, there's question marks up here, but it's also like Prestige 5. Like Prestige 5 is really when the game starts to get pretty serious, and I really am like, I want, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean. Okay, that's enough of me rambling. Thank you so much for watching. God bless each and every one of you.